Hey y'all, hey, good evening to you. Good evening, come on in for a little bit for this evening. Come on in. As you can tell, my allergies, my sinuses are draining. And so, just like many others that are going through the weather changes and different things, it's causing my allergies to flare up. Once upon a time I got rid of it. I never had them, and then, like the old people say, you grow them. I grew them, and then it went away for some years, and then it came back. Um, and so please do excuse my voice, but I will not be before you long. I just wanted to join um and thankful that you guys have joined in this Wisdom Wednesday. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your support. As always, over these last 4 years, I appreciate your following, your encouragement, and the seeds that some of you have sown into the ministry that allows me to do some of the things that I do, um, as far as helping individuals in the community, putting on some of the events that I do, and just other things. But I really appreciate you. I don't want to belabor the time. If you can tag, share with someone. They can come on afterwards to see the replay, because as always, it will be up. If if you are joining on rather one of my Facebook platforms, welcome, or YouTube, welcome, welcome to Wisdom Wednesday. um, I just wanted to come in. First of all, I want to ask you, how are you guys doing? Like, truthfully, how are you? There's not oftentimes that people may ask, how are you? And sometimes people ask, how are you, just to hurry up for you to say something because they want to tell you what they got going on or how they're doing or whatever the case may be. But I want to check on you. I want to do a pulse check and to check to see how you are doing. And also to encourage you, just to say, be encouraged sometimes, and especially as seasons as this, all this, the chaos that's going on in the world today, you have to learn how to encourage yourself, right? You can't expect no one else to do it because your brother or your sister got other things that are going on, okay? And so you have to learn how to really encourage yourself and look at exactly what is going on, because there's a lot going on. And sometimes what happens is you hear about different things, but you don't pay it no mind until it hits your front porch. There's a lot of things that's getting ready to hit our front porches that's going to affect all of us. You understand? It's not going to be in silos. It's not going to be with just this community. It's not going to be with just that community. It's going to affect everybody. Okay, so I just want to tell you, just to be encouraged, no matter what is going on around you. Okay, that's all we can do is hang on to the hope, hang on to the faith that He has given us. But we got to work that faith. The Bible tells us faith without works is dead. So you got to work that faith. You say you have faith. Okay, there's going to be times that you're going to have to prove that you do have faith. Faith without works is dead. Okay? Because you're going to have to work to show that you got the faith. Circumstances come, trials, tribulations, obstacles, valleys, whatever come. You're going to have to work out that faith while you're in that storm. You're going to have to work out that faith while all hell is breaking loose around you, while your money looking funny, while your children are all array. You understand? While the people on your job is just getting on your nerves. You understand? While people at church, people in the people you may work with, people are getting on your nerves, and you want to like slap them, you want to give them a piece of your mind. Let me tell you something. You're gonna have to work the word though. You don't have to have the faith that God, although I know this stuff is going on, that you're going to handle the situation. You're going to turn the situation around. And listen, some of you that may be joining and listen to me, oftentimes you're not saved. You understand? You haven't given your life over to Christ. You really don't even believe in him. You may be an atheist, whatever. But I'm gonna tell you something. If I would you, I will encourage you, because you're going to need the faith. Listen, you're going to need that thing, even if you don't see him working, to realize that he is working. I might can't feel him, I might can't trace him, but he's working, because that's what he said. Tonight, the topic is see it as he said it. See it as he said it. Don't see it how you think it is. Don't see it, see it how, well, it's not looking like he said. Why I got to go through this? Why is it looking like that? Why? If he told you that you are victorious, you better believe that you are victorious. You don't need to add or take away from what he said. If he said that he gonna make a way out of no way, you better believe that's exactly what he said. And you better see it exactly like the word says it, and not try to turn it and change it and move it around how you may see it, because it don't look like it you think it's supposed to look right now. Do you understand? If he said he's never seen the righteous forsaken nor his seed begging bread, you better understand, just because your money looking funny, listen, that he is the provider. Okay, he is Jehovah Jireh. He is going to do just like he said. The word says, listen, his word would accomplish exactly what it says. So you got to see that thing. It's like he said it. If he said it, then that means what? He got to perform it. It don't say nothing about you performing. It don't say nothing about you adding and taking away. And that's our problem sometimes. We're impatient. We want to add and take away, as long as if it's our flu. And that's not how it goes. You got to see it as he said it, because that's the only way the word is going to work. That's the only way that he's going to perform. That's what he said he was. And then you get mad when it don't go like you thought it should go. Well, that's not what he said. You got to see a thing like he said. If he said you were healed, yet a doctor report is saying this. And listen, your healing might not even be on this side. It might be on the other side. Listen, we're in this world. We're not of this world. We're in these bodies that we have. We're going to go, we're going to go somewhere else. Okay. And we want, even if you might not see healing on this side, as long as you stay and you abide in here, you'll sit on the other side. We got to literally take him at his word. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You got to literally take him at his word. If he said it, he's going to do it. If he didn't say it, he ain't going to do it, because that ain't what he said. No longer can we minimize, take away, add what we want to what he said. Because if he ain't said, he ain't got to perform it. Who are we to add to or to take away from what he said? So you need to see it as he said it. If he said you were fearfully, wonderfully made, that you are. If he said that we're the head and not the tail, yes, we are. If you don't believe it, that's on you. That's why you keep looking like you the tail and don't believe that you the head, because you done added to take away from what he said. If he said we was the lenders and not the borrowers, yeah, we got ourselves in some things, some financial crisis and different things. But guess what? He said that we're the head and not the tail. And as long as we work to get out of financial debt, then we can be the head and not the tail. We can be the lender and not the borrower. You got to see it like he said it, so that you can have something to look forward to, so that you can have something to work toward. And not do it in your own strength. Healing is yours. Freedom is yours. Deliverance is yours. Breakthrough is yours. Newness is yours. If you want it to be, and if you stand tight, if you just wait well while you're going through these situations. Some of you give up so quick. Some of you don't even know what the world is going on or what's being talked about, whatever, because you're so busy in mess all the time. You so busy paying attention, spend hours and hours on social media, looking at fights, playing this, who doing this, looking at all these other things, going back and forth with people, being messy and dramatic. And life is just passing you by. Because listen, let me tell you, we all will have a final destination after we leave this place. And if you're not maximizing your time, if you're not doing some of the things that you need to be doing to grow, to remain, to heal, because everything is a process, to get set free, for newness, to get delivered. If you're not doing things that's beneficial to you and your spirit so that you can be better, a better person for other people, or be better for your children, be better for yourself, if you're not doing those things while you're here now, because you got to do that stuff now. And in order for you to see what he said, you got to do what he said do. You can't expect to see anything he said if you're not putting in the work to do it. As he said in his Bible, oh, ye of little faith. You want things to happen on your time, your way, whatever. No, have the faith that it will happen because he said it. But you have to put in the work. We have a lazy society. Oftentimes people don't want to put in the work. They want it the easy way. They don't want to work. They don't want to put in the work to get better. They don't want to get messy. But the work that we have to put in to grow and to see what he said, sometimes it gets messy because he got to prune some things out of us. He got to clean us up. He got to make us brand new. He got to mold us into what he wants us to be. So I just come out to encourage you on tonight. See it as he said it. But if we want to see it as he said, we got to do what he said. See? We want to see what he said. We got to do what he said. And that's all I have for you on this evening. I hope I said something that encourages you, that causes you to want to transform, that causes you to want to grow, that causes you want to surrender, because it's important in this season that we get ourselves together, because we do got some place to go. And I do pray when I get there, because Lord knows I'm striving every day. I'm not perfect, but Lord knows I'm striving. Lord, whatever it is that is in me, that is not of you, God, I need for you to remove it. Because nobody is perfect. But you got to be striving to do better, striving to be better, striving to grow, striving to heal. Because it's on you. So I encourage you to see it as he said it. Thank you for joining me on this evening. Hopefully I'll see you next week on Wisdom Wednesday. You can go look at the even some of the ones sometimes during the week. Sometimes it's hard. You can't encourage yourself. You might need to listen to some old words of whomever, because I watch a lot of YouTube myself, and my videos, a lot of them are on YouTube. So you can go, there's over 260 something. You can go and you can watch, because this is the time I started off that you got to be encouraged. You got to encourage yourself one way or the other, because there's going to come a time where we're not going to be able to get on the social media. We're not going to be able to use the internet. We're not going to be able to use these phones and different things. So we better find modern traditional ways that we didn't have, like we started getting in the 21st century. Okay, we better find modern ways to be able to encourage ourselves and able to grow, to be able. I'm telling you, because this right here that we have now, sooner or later, after a while, we're not going to be able to have all this access to social media. So make do in your time that you do have. Make use of the time that you do have. Don't take things for granted, because soon, and we don't know when, we won't have all of this stuff at the palm of our hands. Be encouraged, and I look to see you next time on Wednesday.